The GIGN, Groupe d'Intervention de la Gendarmerie Nationale, is a specialist French counter-terrorism unit founded in 1974 to negotiate the resolution of hostage-taking and hijacking crises. The GIGN's officers are drawn from the elite and include members who are highly qualified following a grueling selection process. The aim? To neutralize threats, rescue hostages, and restore order. Each operation involves a life-or-death experience, and all missions carry inherent risks that can decide victory or defeat. Key operations: Loyata, hostage crisis, 1976. Air France Flight 8969, hijacking, 1994. Neuilly hostage crisis, 1993. History of GIGN is marked with a number of operations, none of them being less significant from the others, with some of them being very extreme, including U.S. raid in Sahara, which impacted France's anti-terrorism policy. One pivotal mission took place during the 1994 hijacking of Air France Flight 8969. GIGN performed with great skill when 173 hostages were saved and the terrorists were killed, but at a great cost. In 2002, GIGN faced strong headwinds, leading the force in a raid against criminals in the French Alps, which consisted of tough terrains, gunshots, and explosions. Although there were no fatalities, the operation brought to light the ever-dangerous factors related to obtaining a counter-terrorism. These missions shed light to the GIGN's relentless pressure, its most difficulty, multi-threat environment, weather, and every resource. Perfect execution is the answer, and that there are no other options. Casualties and financial losses. Although they have a skill set and an execution that remains unmatched, every operation executed by the GIGN is costly in both time and finances. With regard to the human cost of casualties sustained by the unit over the years, well, such losses have been and continue to be both an unfortunate but essential feature in a field such as counterterrorism. One such most unfortunate incident that could be classed as a black day in the history of GIGN was in Parisians in 1980 when GIGN lost 3 members during a hostage rescue. Even though the officers accomplished their mission, the whole point of the operation was taken home by the officers who made the ultimate sacrifice. It is a dirty job. Giving hostage situations and terrorists stuck-up scenarios, there will be danger lurking for both Roncevaux's men and civilians regardless. On the other end of the spectrum are the financial front. Costs associated with conducting these kinds of high-intensity operations are costs that can be described as money biblical levels. The sophisticated equipment carried out for each mission for its purposes. For instance, armored vehicles, weapons, and surveillance technology employed in the mission, medical and logistical support required in every GIGN personnel. Moreover, the financial burden on the state is high. The range of expenditure involved for people involved in an operation can themselves translate into tens of millions of euros for the costs with regards to logistics, medical attention, and follow-up of such encounters of extremely undesirable proportions. But despite the cost, the French government continues to invest in GIGN's resources, understanding that the safety of its citizens and the success of its operations outweigh the financial toll. These sacrifices, both human and financial, underscore the immense pressure that the GIGN operates under. Every operation is a costly endeavor, and each decision made on the field could mean the difference between life and death for both the officers and the civilians they are sworn to protect. Focusing on weapons and equipment, the GIGN's success on the field is heavily reliant on the advanced weapons and equipment they use in their operations. Each officer is equipped with a wide range of specialized firearms designed for both precision and versatility. From Heckler & Koch MP 5 submachine guns for close-quarter combat to Sig Sauer P226 pistols for sidearm use, these weapons allow GIGN members to neutralize threats swiftly and effectively. In high-stakes situations, they also deploy sniper rifles such as the Accuracy International A XMC, which gives them the capability to eliminate targets from long distances, ensuring minimal collateral damage. But weapons are only part of the equation. The GIGN uses cutting-edge technology to stay one step ahead of terrorists and criminals. From night vision goggles to advanced drone surveillance systems, the team can assess situations with unmatched precision. When storming buildings or rescuing hostages, GIGN officers rely on explosive breaching tools, which allow them to quickly and safely enter fortified areas. They also employ ballistic shields and body armor to protect themselves in hostile environments, ensuring maximum safety in the most dangerous of scenarios. The equipment is not only about power, it's about adaptability and versatility. The GIGN's ability to use this technology, coupled with their unparalleled training, enables them to face any situation, whether it's a hijacking, a hostage crisis, or an armed assault. Every piece of equipment plays a crucial role in ensuring the success of their missions, with every detail meticulously planned and executed to protect both the officers and the civilians they aim to save. Impact on France and the global stage. The impact of GIGN extends far beyond the borders of France, influencing both national law enforcement and global counterterrorism efforts. Domestically, the unit has become a symbol of France's commitment to maintaining security in the face of escalating threats. Its success in neutralizing terrorist operations has not only saved countless lives, but has also shaped France's broader counterterrorism strategy. The presence of GIGN gives French citizens confidence that, no matter the threat, a highly trained force is ready to act decisively to protect them. Internationally, the GIGN has earned a reputation as one of the most capable counterterrorism units in the world. Their expertise is sought after by law enforcement agencies and military units globally, and their operations often serve as models for other countries in handling hostage situations and terrorist threats. GIGN has collaborated with other elite forces like Britain's SAS, Germany's GSG-9, and the FBI in joint operations, sharing intelligence and strategies that have proven essential in combating global terrorism. But perhaps the greatest impact of the GIGN lies in its psychological influence. The knowledge that such a force exists sends a powerful message to criminals and terrorists alike, that no operation is too complex, no enemy too powerful to be brought to justice. Their success has not only redefined counterterrorism on a national scale, but has also helped set new standards for special operations teams around the world. Suspenseful and dramatic moments. In every mission, there are moments where the stakes become unimaginable. The tension is palpable, with every second feeling like a lifetime. Take the 1994 hijacking of Air France Flight 8969. As the plane took off bound for Paris, the lives of 173 innocent passengers hung in the balance, with terrorists armed and ready to kill. The GIGN had mere hours to formulate a plan, knowing that a failed rescue would mean catastrophic loss. As the aircraft circled above the Mediterranean, GIGN snipers perched in helicopters, calculating the perfect moment to strike. The operation was flawless, but the suspense, the weight of each decision made, was excruciating. Every move, every signal had to be precise. One misstep could have meant the end for all aboard. Similarly, in the 2002 French Alps raid, the team faced extreme terrain and unpredictable enemies. What was supposed to be a swift operation turned into a nightmarish standoff. As the GIGN advanced on a fortified location, an explosion rang out, followed by a hail of gunfire. The officers, using every piece of tactical equipment at their disposal, had to adapt on the fly. With every corner they turned, they knew the next could be their last. Yet despite the intense fear and danger, the GIGN emerged victorious, with no lives lost, though the psychological toll of such operations lasts far beyond the mission's end. These moments, where lives hang by a thread and time is the enemy, are where the GIGN shines. The silence before the storm, the heartbeat before the breach, the split-second decisions that determine survival. All these elements come together in the most suspense-filled operations where one miscalculation could result in tragedy. For the GIGN, these are not just missions. They are life-or-death battles where the courage to face the impossible is tested with every breath. As we conclude this deep dive into the incredible operations of the GIGN, we invite you to stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore Operation Neptune Spear. This is the U.S. Navy SEALs' daring mission that led to the death of Osama bin Laden in 2011. Don't miss it.